This is a really unusual day. This is a fun day. Today, we have someone representing the EPA that is going to present us something from the EPA. Now, did you understand that? EPA. And I want you to welcome a man that has been a great help to us, actually, but it's kind of liaison between the EPA and our own church. And Gary Clark is his name. Gary is the president, the regional president for Energy Education. So, Gary, come up, and I want you to tell these folks what we've done to deserve any recognition from the EPA, all right? By the way, welcome Gary Clark. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Pastor. The summer of 2008, First Baptist Church Orlando entered into a partnership with Energy Education to implement our people-based energy savings program to help the church save money on your utilities. And I'm very pleased to report that in that period of time, the church has reduced its energy consumption by an overall average of 31%, which equates to a savings to date of over $842,000. Pastor, I want to thank you for your leadership and your support. The entire congregation, all your staff, they've been great to work with. Especially, I want to recognize Chris Friedman, your business administrator, who has helped us oversee the program. And a special thanks to Jim Hughes, who is your energy project administrator. And he's done a fantastic job. And really, what the church has demonstrated here is a great financial and environmental stewardship. And these are dollars that can be used on ministry instead of on an expense item. So because of your superior performance here, the Environmental Protection Agency has chosen First Baptist Orlando as one of only 5 churches nationwide to receive what they call the Energy Star Congregation Award for 2010. So on behalf of the Environmental Protection Agency and all of us at Energy Education, I'm honored to present to First Baptist Orlando the 2010 Congregation Award for Excellence in Energy Efficiency. Congratulations.
Amen. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you, Gary. Awesome. You want to come up? Now, I want you to notice something. You see that symbol? When you go look for an appliance, you see that if it's a good one because it's energy saving. Now your church has that symbol. We now are a good one, right? How many times have you been to church and the EPA gave you a prize or something? That just doesn't happen. I am so honored, and I'm going to tell you how this happened. It happened because we made some changes in our behavior. Now, it doesn't hurt that we've actually lost power a few Sundays and the lights went out. That probably helped. But we've changed the way we think. Quite honestly, we have not installed one of those gizmos on a meter to make the energy costs go down. We've just changed the way people think and the way we act. And so we're trying to train ourselves to turn lights off, turn things off, whatever needs to be done. And the guy who's helped us do it, the guy who's led the way, is the guy standing right here, Jim Hughes. He had a great title. Gary gave him a great title. We call him the Energy Czar. And you know what Gary does? Gary comes around after work, and he checks to make sure we left our office with all the lights and all the power off. He does. He goes around and checks. And this is the guy who's really made this thing work. And you know what he does? If you left something on, he leaves a sticker that you've been busted, okay? If you didn't leave anything on, he leaves candy. At least that's what they tell me, because I've never gotten candy. I've gotten a few stickers, but not candy. So he does not play favorites. Everybody has to play by these rules. And I believe it's because of Jim's effort that we've been able to be successful. Let me tell you, from the time we started, was it 2008, Gary? Is that right? 27 months. We're not there yet, but we believe at the 27-month mark, we will have saved $1 million. $1 million. That's just phenomenal. And think about what that does. That's $1 million that goes into ministry and missions instead of to the electric company or whatever. I just want to commend you And I would like to offer to you the last one out today. Would you turn the lights off when you leave? Help us with that. Hey, will you thank these guys? And Jim, you got a word. You want to say something? Why don't you say that, Jim?
First off, I want to say all glory and honors is due to our God and Lord and Savior. Secondly, I want to thank an engineering staff that was stepped out of their comfort zone in the ways they were taught to do things and tried things. And lastly, a staff that was willing to put up with a few nasty grams occasionally, but as is just so on board that they've made the program the success it is. My verse for the program when we started it was out of John 6. And it was where Jesus had fed the 5,000, and he gave a directive to the disciples, and that's all of us as well. It said, gather everything, but most importantly, let nothing be wasted. That's how I don't think that's just necessarily food. I think that directive is to us. Our lives, our gifts, and most importantly for what this program is the resources. I just want to thank each of you for being part of the problem and our program, and I want to just impart unto you, let nothing be wasted in your lives.
Amen. That's a great word. Hey, give these guys a hand as they make their way down.